Good afternoon, team. Happy Friday. So this is the weekend video. Happy Memorial Day weekend. There is no market on Monday, so I wanted to get this out early in the weekend, so Friday afternoon, so you could have time either Friday night or Saturday during the day to go through it, make it, put your work in with your charts, study it, and have your the Sunday and Monday kind of free and relax, and back to the market on Tuesday. I went through about maybe like 500 charts last hour or so, just to see if there's anything that's kind of relevant, that's kind of working, that's new. I did not find anything new that's kind of worthy of me sharing with you guys. All I found was the same thing that we currently have been looking at for the last basically a month and a half, 2 months. Energy stocks, oil, transportations, shippers, and these are all extended, guys. I mean, all the oil stocks that I went through my charts that are working, that are doing great, they're all extended. They're not in any sort of viable point at this point. So there's no point in sharing them. We need to look for a pullback buy on any of these, and any new ones that are arising that are different from the leaders that are already going on, that are already setting new highs and so forth. Um, these are laggers. So any new setups and new names in the same industry like oil and energy, I would not take those trades because if they're kind of breaking out now, they're laggers. They're kind of behind the eight ball. The leaders already did their move, so they're kind of like the laggers. So you want to buy leading stocks in leading industries. So the leading stocks are the ones that we've been looking into, like Oxy and DVN and all the ones that I've been giving you, SML, AXS, and so forth, ABT. All these stocks have been working, and they're pretty much extended. CTRA, all these have made their move already. So they're extended. They can go higher, but I wouldn't chase them here. So I would rather just wait until there's a pullback to either a 21 or even the 50 before or they set up again under the base before I look for these again. And also there's one or two utility stocks that are setting up, but again, it's utility stock. There's no growth there. Nothing's going to happen with those. And then the actual growth stocks, they're still below their moving averages. They're still below the 21, or most of them are below the 50 and the 200. So all these moves on like Nvidia and so forth. Let me show you here. Let me go over here. I mean, it's still below the 50 and the 200. You just got over the 21. Yeah, it's been a nice move, right? It's been a nice move from this little shelf right here. Um, but we're still dealing with this. So, worst case scenario, this might go up another 10 points or so, and then it's gonna get sell off. So all these moves in the Qs and in the Nasdaq, they're all like bottom feeding stocks. Um, Facebook, I mean, this is like just a completely destroyed. It's gone up like 5 or 6 points, 7 or 8 points the last couple of days, the last week. So I mean, it's like it's down. I mean, it's down 50% since for the year, since in the year to date. Not year, I'm sorry, in a year it's down 49%. Netflix, it's down 72%. So yeah, it's up 9 points for the week. So what? It's down 20 points. It's 40 points, whatever it is, from these lows. I mean, you don't want to get into any. That's all bottom feeding stuff. These are not gonna, sustainable moves. Want to go back to the market. Wanted to show you. Let me go back to the daily. So we had a little gap. We had a little gap here, gap up today. We are definitely up. Obviously, we're gonna close. The market's gonna close in about 5 minutes, about 3 minutes or so. So I just wanted to get a little head start. Nothing's really gonna change. Um, we're probably gonna close at the high of the week and the high of the day, which is a great strong move. But I mean, there's no volume. Why? Because I was telling you yesterday, I think the day before, there's no sellers. this isn't a rally of like there's like institutional buying here. This is a rally based on retail traders bottom feeding, and there's no institutional sellers to offset because they're gone for the long weekend. That's basically it. There's no volume. You could tell right here there's no volume. Um, Now, this little gap here will eventually get filled. I want to kind of make a little point here. Like, for example, like back here, you see this little gap here? And we went on this monster run. So, I mean, yeah, we can go on a monster run. But again, this monster run was from, a pullback to even, yeah, below the 200, the 50, but it's retaking the 50 and it's still holding the 200. This pullback here is below the 50. I mean, so this scenario is not this scenario. But what I wanted to point out is gaps get filled. Okay, even if it might take months. This was back on October 15th or so, and right there the gap got filled. Okay, I got filled, and boom, we went down. So it took about 3 months, but it got filled. So gaps get filled. This little gap right there, boom, it got filled a couple weeks later. The little gap right here got filled. Okay, this little gap right here got filled. I saw one over here. These gaps right here eventually got filled. So eventually this is gonna come back down again and get filled. Okay, I don't know when, but it will. Let me show you the cues. So market just closing pretty much all-time highs. Not all-time highs. Week high. It closed in on a nice hammer candle on a week high. Did the same thing here and we fell off. Did the same thing here and we fell off. Same thing here and we fell off. So same thing here, we fell off. Not saying it's gonna happen. We can get one of these guys where we get this and then we get this rally here. I don't know. I don't think that's the case because these days right here, we were getting high volume. We were getting high volume movements. This right here was on a high volume. This right here and this right here, below average volume. So different story. Okay, that's kind of what I wanted to point out. Look at this one right here, right? And we can eventually went up a little bit. High as heck volume. This one right here, high volume. Okay, so there's a big difference. And also there's this little shelf here that we didn't take out. And again, let me show you here. Yeah, well, good volume comes in, at the last 15 minutes every day. So that's really not irrelevant. But look at this. Look at this doldrum here. Yeah, it's picking up a little bit, but it didn't really take off. And this move right here, this gap up move, wasn't decreasing volume. Okay, so, but it's still positive signs. We're back in this territory. We broke above 305. I mean, aggressively, we're at 309. That's impressive. And then we had this 308, 306 range that we had to kind of like clear from last week's high that we took here, and we took it aggressively. So this is a good sign. It's a wedge. I mean, this pattern right here, could be this pattern right here, and then we break up. I have no idea. This little pattern right here. It seems to be we're a little bit overbought. The MT's at 97, 96 and a half. The McCollum oscillator, which is another secondary indicator that I follow, anything over 160 is extremely oversold levels. We're at 207. So again, we could stay overbought for a while. I mean, we were overbought yesterday. We were overbought here, and we went another 15 points. So we could stay overbought for just like we could stay oversold. We were oversold here, and we remain over. So again, these are secondary indicators to kind of give you a guide. But you kind of like read the chart. We are all the way back to these levels here. So on the daily, it's basically all the way back to these levels here. Okay. not clearing yet, but we kind of there. Now these levels here, we're back on, maybe 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. So that's basically where we recouped. There's still this downtrending channel we got to clear. The 21's got to hold, and then we got the 50 hitting our head. We Monday we're closed, so Tuesday might be a little rally, a continuation rally, just because people are getting back into the market for the week. They're coming back in and saying, "Oh, we got a rally going. Let's buy." And then we'll have turnaround Wednesday, and then it could be sold off. I don't know. I have no idea. I know it was a strong move as far as price movement, but it wasn't a high volume. I'm still wary. I'm still leaning towards the bearish side, and that's how I'm positioned. I took a little heat today in the portfolio, like I mentioned yesterday, because I'm heavily short, and we were up big today. So obviously those were down. But again, I have my longs that are working. I took some profits on some positions, and the ones that I'm still holding went up today. So I mean that's it is what it is. Let me see. I want to show you the S&P. The S&P again, 3 nice strong days. But we had 3 nice strong days here, and then we had one little pause day, and then we continued higher. We have 4 nice strong days here, and then that was kind of it, and we came back down again. But again, these were on volume. This is all this move right here, all this right here, except this one day. These right here, all below average volume. So all this is below average volume. So again, that just tells me there's not institutional accumulation here where they're gonna just like not start buying the market to continue higher. So we might kind of do a little, come back up to this little shelf right here, and then hit our head, maybe go to 4,200. It's another like 60 points. That's pretty much doable on Tuesday, and then we might have a little sell-off coming into early next week. I'm not sure. I'm still going to continue to hold my shorts just a little bit longer. I still have a little bit of cushion to stay with that. Again, I did not find anything as far as setups that are good right here, right now. They're all extended, and they're all from the same energy. They're all from the same industry group: energy, oil, and shippers. Zim, held up pretty good. Today was the dividend, ex-dividend. That means that if you're an owner of Zim as of last night, you are going to get the $2.85 per share. I have 1,400 shares, so that's gonna get paid out. I think June 8th, I believe. So June 8th, I'll pick up that cash in my account. So the stock actually was repriced to take a effect of that 285, and it still went up $1.27. So it's holding really, really strong. I'm probably gonna use the 21 as my line in the sand. Like I said, I have the 70 short calls, so I have cushion. So this position is holding pretty well. The other one that I have that's I'm still holding because it hasn't really done anything wrong. ABT. ABT's got 3 nice strong big days. I'm still holding this. It's working. That's the only one that's kind of like not in the energy sector. Well, everything was kind of working today. The market was just up. Another one that's kind of like in tech. This is working. I have this. AXS. Insurance. See, these are this is 3 nice days in a row. It's coming to this little area here that it kind of topped up before, and it cleared a little bit. Let's see if we hit 60. I have a trailing stop. I'm not gonna give you a lot of room. Again, decreasing volume on this because the market. What was the other one I have? I got stopped out of CHK. I got stopped out of CHK when it broke 100 here, and the sucker reversed on me, and it went higher. But hey, look at this. So that's why you have stop. I just noticed this. I was like, I got stopped out, and it went 2 points higher after I got stopped out. Oh well, so be it. And look, down 3 points after market. I don't know. I have no idea why. But it is what it is. Maybe on Tuesday it opens up a little bit lower. Who knows? Um, but what's the other one that I had? HDSN. HDSN. This was just choppy action. Nothing to be worried about. I just had a really tight stop below the 9 EMA. It kind of went below it a little bit. I just got stopped out. Didn't feel like holding a lot of positions over the weekend. What's the other one that I have here? GLNG. GLNG. This is another one that I took on yesterday. And today, it was up 4.5%. That's not bad. I still have 50 shares. I originally had 250, I think it was, and I was selling. I was selling yesterday when it kind of gapped down a little bit, and then selling into strength when it was a PR of 25. So I'm pretty much break even. I might be down overall net like $50 on the whole 250 shares. So today kind of recouped the bag, so I'm probably back at a scratch. So again, I'm just holding the 21 on these remaining 50. No big deal. Let me see what else. And that's pretty much it. Everything else that we kind of like looked at, it's extended. Oxy's doing pretty good, and it was up 3% today again. But you wouldn't want to buy this here. Even here, you wouldn't want to buy that because it's already extended. This was kind of like the little base, 63, 64 around here, and you have a nice move. So again, don't buy extended stocks. Don't buy things that are too extended from the 21 or even the 9. This thing is like, almost parabolic. So again, the overall market strong this week. The weekly close was strong, very strong, very strong. When that happened over here, we had a down week, but when it happened here, and in here we had 2 more weeks, but then we were hitting our resistance here. So we could have another week here and hit this 50, which is the 10 week on the weekly, and fall back down again. I have no idea. But again, all I can say is technically we're in an uptrend on the weekly because this low is higher than this low. So that's a start. That's a start. And we closed. Let me see. Did we close above that previous week? What's the low here? The low is 11,990. Oh yeah, and we closed at the high was 12,107, and we closed at 12,085. We closed at 12,085, and this is 11,990. So we took this low from 3 weeks ago, from last month, from the beginning of let's see, 1, 2, 3, a month ago, ending of March, I think it was. So again, positive signs. Am I reading too much into it? Maybe. This week, these last couple of weeks, again, end of month, beginning of June, I mentioned that we could have a little rally because of 401k money coming in, so we might be getting some of this. Low volume because people are on vacation for the long weekend. The sellers are gone, so we have a little bit of fluff pushing the market higher. We have a little gap here, so that concerns me. Eventually, we're going to get that filled, just like eventually we're going to get this filled. This little gap here, we are at one point going to break through here and fill this gap. We are. I have no idea when, but at some point in our lifetime, we will. That will happen. So we shall see. Again, go through the list, go through the charts. You'll see what I mean. They're all going to be extended. If you have something, I hope you took profits today, or at least you're raising your stops to guaranteed winners. Just stay in the right side of the market. Don't try to predict or try to jump ahead and jump the gun on oh, we're gonna turn around, I'm gonna start shorting. Like I did. Just stay within the trend, and if your stocks are working, let them work. Take profits along the way if you see them that are extended. What I mean by extended is like something like this, where like it's way ahead of the 9 and it's like way ahead of the 21. If they're writing it, awesome. And if they break it, you get out. Just that simple. Just like here on the downside. See this way extended from the 21, we go back into it. Here, it's way extended. This right here, way extended from the 9. Boom, we go back into it. That's that kind of concept. Here we got way extended. We're getting extended, more extended. We go back into it. Same kind of concept. So kind of look for, like, if you see a lot of white space, if you see a lot of white space between moving averages, especially the 921, just know that there's a probability that it will revert back to the mean. So just stay defensive. Have a blessed rest of the weekend. Enjoy Memorial Day weekend, and I'll talk to you guys on Tuesday.